For today's inspiration point, I'm keeping it local, right here in Dunedin, Florida. My name is Collin Herr, and I'm hitting the road to meet some of the most incredible artists out there. Another flight down in another city, and they are taking me to the locations that inspire them the most. Nice. I'm in Seattle's International District. This is the moment of truth, yeah? Oh! It's going to be a journey like no other. Pretty special, my friend. I can see why it's inspiring. This is Inspiration Point. I'm going to meet a friend of mine, Wendy Engel. She's a mixed media artist here in Tampa, and she works a lot in resins. I'm curious to know what it is about the beach right down the street that is so inspiring to her, and in the end, creates works of art just like this.
It's funny, I always say that art is collaborative between me and the piece itself because it's flow art, so everything's very dynamic and you can kind of guide things in the right way, but you don't ever have full control. But to come out here and to get inspired and to see how something so organic can be placed so beautifully, it's really humbling and it's really inspiring, and sometimes you just gotta unplug a little bit and get your feet wet.
Pulling onto the Dunedin Causeway here, leaving the mainland, going to Honeymoon Island. And this is a special little place for me as well, not just Wendy. The idea for this whole series actually came to me one morning when I was out here walking, doing a little exercise, and I guess you could say I was inspired to tell the stories of other folks who have been inspired. So being out here is a full circle moment. We are. Time to go to the beach. I can see the beach. Here we are. It's beautiful. And there she is already working. Wendy!
Come on down.
How are you?
Good, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. How long you been out here?
Not too long.
Not too long?
Yeah,
half bucket amount of time?
Yeah, half bucket full.
So, I mean, just being out here, there's some clouds in the distance, it's gorgeous. Like I've been, I live around the corner, as you know.
You're very
not too
close,
far
yeah.
away. I don't think I've ever been to this part of the beach though.
It's beautiful.
Do you have the secret spot?
Yeah, I go where nobody is, and that's where you find your best treasures, I think.
Absolutely. So what are we doing? What's the goal today?
Let's collect a little bit of shells. I'll talk to you a little bit of my process and kind of go home and see how it works out. Make some art.
Let's get into Wendy's world here. See how it goes.
It's nice because when you first walk out here, you can just relax and you take the whole beach and the whole scene in at once, and it's very peaceful. And you just see the whole thing in one large scene. But as you start walking the beach, you start seeing all the little things, and those are the things I like to notice and that I love. The tiny little sparkles of the mica shells and the mother of pearls and things like that when they get crushed into the sand and the sun's reflecting on them and the shadows are cast from the tiny little divots. And this is my favorite because this is my home. I'm lucky that my home base inspires me the most. For me, I like a little bit of the busted ones. I like the ones with the barnacles and the texture on them.
Yep.
Because I'll paint them sometimes. So you'll lose some of the pretty designs, but this is going to just stay the same, stand out.
Yeah, I always like these guys with the ridges. I know it's not busted. I know it's not broken, but I always like the ridges and everything. Very cool.
Yeah, well, that's the texture too. So once you paint over it and pour on it, you can still see all the
texture stand up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Otherwise, you go for little things like that.
That's
to
amazing.
Show you up.
That's really wow.
I try to find the little treasures that I have here, the things that excite me, the interesting things, incorporate those into the beach paintings, and so the viewer can kind of scan them and then find their own little treasures. And it feels like a walk on the beach. And when people say that they could kind of step into it, that's, it's my favorite thing to hear. Oh, there's a good one for you.
Oh, look at that. That is a good.
Look, that's the best of both worlds.
Look at that.
Right? Your favorite?
Well, it's even got the barnacles on the
Yeah,
on the
my
inside,
favorite.
so you could flip it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
When you find a shell and then you turn it over and there's something else inside, they all feel like hunting for little treasures. And it's so funny when you walk on the beach, you're so calm and just enjoying the day and the surf and the sounds of the water. And just when you're just feeling so at peace, I'll go up. Here it is. Here's like another little treasure. So it's a definite emotional like ride, and it's just relaxing. And I do that in my art too. When I'm up to something, there's mistakes, there's things I love, things I don't love. A lot of the things that I don't think look good will end up making a new style for me, because you kind of lean into the mistake sometimes and you keep pushing through, and then you find something that you loved and you go a direction you didn't even see before. I always like this. A lot of my paintings look like I try to emulate this look with
Right
the
where
surf
the water
coming in.
the surf comes up.
Where you can see the white breaking.
Mm-hmm.
The favorite part for me of walking the beach is right where the waves break on shore, and you get all that surf and that foam and how it covers the shells, and the way it pushes in and pulls back, and you feel that movement. So I try to incorporate movement in a way as much as I can into the pieces, and looking through the different layers and seeing what was under there, what's hidden under there, what is being revealed. It's all really interesting to me.
Oh, I like that little guy though. Look at that. Look how that's got like the...
Oh, these are my favorite types. Yeah, those
Yeah.
little cones. So once you look close, just the tiniest little gem hiding right inside.
I mean, I've been to this beach before, and I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah,
See, I'm noticing new things when I'm looking with the pro.
There's treasures everywhere.
Yeah.
I love the little shiny ones, though. You'll see a lot of shine in my art. When I come out here and look for my little pieces that I put in the art, I am looking for something different. I think there's beauty in these barnacle-y pieces and these broken shells that not everybody would pick up and want to put in their pocket. But for me, it does look like a treasure, because there's so much more if you just take a closer look, and you can really see the life there. That was lived in, that experienced something, and it's really interesting to me to look at it up close. And then once I put it in my art, I feel like other people are looking at it closely too. I'm a nature junkie, so I love to incorporate the greenery, the water, and even the old driftwood here.
And so then you even have the textures too.
Just to see the weathered patterns and all the organic shapes, it's almost like it reminds me of the seashells in a way that all the textures come out, and you could see how it's been weathered by the waves, the ocean,
Years
the salt.
and years. Mm-hmm. And you have little snails all over them. Look at these guys.
Oh yeah, those are neat.
I'm checking it out. I'm noticing, I think, just all the contrasts. So you have the big pines way in the back, and that forest to the palms to the driftwood look here, and then right out to the perfectly flat, and
I love it against the stark white of the sand too.
The one we have in our living room, it's got some white in it, it's got some gold, it's got some blue, some teal, and so it's kind of all of the, you can see the sand color, you can see like the gold of the shells, or maybe the sunset.
Yeah, that's nice. That's my favorite part, is hearing other people describe my work. I'm always like, oh, I didn't see that before. People will come up to me and they'll say, oh, it reminds me of this, or even I see this in the coastline, almost like they can see an object or an image. I don't know if I try to convey my own identity into my pieces. I think that just comes out just when you make anything, really. Whether you're cooking or making art or something, part of you is in it, and then it resonates with people in different ways, and I love that. I love to hear like something strange, or what it reminds them of, or what they see, or their favorite colors.
Is it always shells and little kind of rocks, or do you mix it up with other stuff?
It's a lot of shells and sand, but my very favorite thing to put in them is these beach stones. If you go down this way a little bit. Yeah, actually putting rocks in my pieces is my favorite.
Yeah?
Yes. So to get all the texture, if you come here, you can see all the dimension, and they're just like the shells. They're all just so unique.
This one has all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah, you can see they're embedded, and sometimes you'll find fossilized coral. Kind of this view a lot in my art, where the foreground is these stones, and then I'll do the sand, and then that'll lead into the beach. For me, that's like a really zen kind of look. And then I'll usually take some pictures right here where you can see the sand and all the different little things popping out, and then see the surf. And just the way the light falls on them, they all cast their own shadow. So I always try to play with depth and shadows in my art just to get that immersive 3D experience.
How are you able to do the shadows in like the resin?
You just have to have it come out enough.
Yeah.
And then it'll cast its own shadow. And then if you have the depth.
So it's actually a shadow.
Yeah. And then if this is submerged just a little bit, then you can really see the depth of the resin showing all the different layers in the piece. Because I think that's where it gets really interesting when people get up in there and they see, oh, there's a tiny little starfish, there's a shell under it. So you see, just like this, you see the foreground in the shot, and then once you really get in there, I think there's more and more to see, just little treasures everywhere.
So you'll take something like this and actually try to, replicate this look, kind of.
Yeah, I will. Sometimes I'll try to keep it as natural and organic as I can, and then sometimes I'll change it up and I'll have to put my spin on it. So the beach will be a different color, or the water will be a different color, but the vibe, I think, is still the same.
Still there.
After I walk the beach, you would think I would be nice and calm, but I'm actually recharged and I'm ready to get messy and to put all the ideas in action. So I'll go through the shells or little things that I've found. I'll go through the pictures that I've taken. And then I just hurry up and get to work, because once you get that feeling, you just kind of have to get it on the canvas as soon as possible. Although I'm inspired by the ocean, the resin, when you pour it, it kind of reminds me of like honey or something, the consistency, but you have the clarity and the depth. And I'll put in metal flakes, diamond dust, glass mirror to try to get the reflective aspect of the sunlight hitting the ocean. And then as you're incorporating the things, it's very reminiscent of coming out here. And it's tricky to try to get the organic, natural look and structure it yourself. So sometimes I'll just almost like place things and kind of scatter them, and then I surprise myself. The more experience I get, I learn to don't try to push towards an exact image, because then you're forcing yourself. And with this type of organic flow art, you kind of have to go work with it, because if you try to force it into a box, it just doesn't look organic and it doesn't feel natural, which is always the feeling that I'm chasing when I'm making the art.
Wendy's grabbing a little bit of glass so we can put that on the piece too. Got some shells lined up. It's pretty neat. I've never done anything like this. Going right from the beach to the canvas.
You ready to pour?
Ready to pour. Let's do it. This is the moment of truth, yeah? This is like, I could mess up the whole ocean.
It's gonna be perfect.
I could mess up the whole ocean.
You couldn't mess up. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
That's nice. I like little clumps. Like, imagine if the wave was washing in, then it'd be like kind of stockpiled in a little area where it'd get stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So since we tinted a little bit the lighter color, we can just add a little bit more tint and come back for a little round two.
Okay.
You ready to make a little noise?
Yep.
Because people will say, oh, how long does it take you to make them? And I'm like, it's one of those things where you say, well, 10 years, because I've been doing this for so long, and learned a lot of lessons along the way.
We've got the surf in there. You know, it feels like that beach. It absolutely is reminiscent of
Yeah,
it.
it's just nice to bring a little bit home with you.
And just between the colors and the seashells, of course, but the textures of it all, I think it's very impressive that you're able to take that from, you know, a little time at the beach and bring it here and put it on this board.
Well, thank you for letting me share it with you.
Inspiration from the beach is more than evident. One might say obvious here.
Thank you, Collin.
It's beautiful. I mean, the blues and the greens, it's
addicting, yeah.
It's fun too.
It's fun
it's
too,
mixing
yeah.
and pouring, like it's also mad science,
It's
like
a
you
little
said.
mad science. I always feel like it's a collaboration between me and the work, and it being more intuitive and more on the spot. I'm not one to carry a sketchbook and to make little paintings for inspiration. I just get right in it and then figure it out on the spot, and the mistakes lead to new opportunities of learning, new styles, new techniques. You can't go too many places around here and feel like you're a million miles out just when you're 20 minutes from home in the city. So it's a special place to unplug.
You know, the little day we had at the beach today,
Right.
we'll live
It's right
live on in this piece.
Now you can take it home.
We've given our shells and our coral second life. So, thank you, Wendy. Great day. Why does unplugging matter?
I think everybody needs to unplug sometimes, you know, just to kind of like get back to home base, to get back to yourself. It kind of rejuvenates you to where you can live your daily life. And then if you have a little more inspiration and a little bit left, to put that into a creative outlet and have that be shareable with other people, I think even better.